Welcome to Hanging Out with the Monkey, episode 7. This week it's a Royal Ascot special for the official podcast from OddsMonkey, the #1 match betting service in the world. Joining me as ever is Ricky from OddsMonkey.
Hiya.
And Phil from TrickyBet.
Hiya.
So, Royal Ascot week, the biggest and most glamorous horse racing festival in the calendar. The Queen will be there every day, hence Royal Ascot. And let's look back to the history of this. You would think it would be one of the biggest weeks in match betting. Looking at Cheltenham, it's comparable to that. But Ricky, that's not the case when it comes to bookmakers, is it? They really don't compare in terms of what the bookies think.
No, there's no comparison for really match betting wise between Royal Ascot and Cheltenham. Cheltenham by far and away the biggest match betting event of the year. Still not to say there's decent offers to get involved with, but on the grand scale of things, the Cheltenham far exceeds it in terms of the offers and the value of the offers.
Right, so let's get straight into the offers then, Rick. As we said, there's not an awful out there, so you're going to have to search around and look for the good ones, etc. What's first on your list for this week?
Well, you got other than the standard Bet365 and the Betfair Sportsbook 4-1, 3-1 winners. The one that Betway have got at the minute, you got a £10 risk-free bet in the first race every day. So you could be looking at trying to lock in around £6 per race. So over the course of the meeting, that's around £30 profit. Also, hopefully for each day the meeting, Sky Bets are going refunds second and third in the first race. It's definitely on tomorrow, being the first day. So hopefully I'll continue that through the meeting as well.
And Phil, anything catching your eye?
Yeah, Coral are doing a risk-free bet in the Queen Anne Stakes, and Ladbrokes are doing double winnings in the same race, so you can probably lock in on both of those. But like Rick says, there's not much there at the minute. But with the World Cup, I mean, there's so many offers for that. I think they don't need to do that many at the moment.
And with that, guys, obviously with the World Cup being on, Phil, there's a lot of tactics involved here, isn't there? And as Ricky alluded to in the last podcast, you got to think smart here, don't you? You've got a lot of people only got certain floats, etc. No one's got bottomless pits. You got to pick and choose your offers, aren't you, this week?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have tied up money on the pre-tournament offers, on the outright winner and stuff, but now the offers are coming thick and fast, so they're over within a day. So it's probably not that big of an issue now. I mean, I'm checking every day and they're doing different offers on different matches, and obviously they're over the same day. So then you've got your money back to start doing it again. So it's not that much of a problem at the minute.
And Ricky, obviously, we remind everyone, don't we, about the daily offer calendar on site and the forum, etc. The guys are always there, aren't they, pushing the offers to everyone?
Yeah, offers around, helps available to all. And just touching on the tactics as well, with if people have got limited banks with Ascot during the day and the World Cup following later on, you can look at potentially combining some of the offers on the race, so you can reduce your liabilities. So if you're back and laying different selections for multiple offers within one race, you can look at reducing the liabilities for those on less of a bank fund that's available to them. And again, it will be free for them to leave the football later on.
Yeah, that's great advice there, Rick. And obviously, we're talking about having a few little punts here. Let's pick out a horse each for this week. For me, there was a few decent shouts there. I know the bookies are very worried by Wednesday. They're predicting a bloodbath in certain comments. There's a couple of horses there, but Chelsea Cloisters for me in the Queen Mary Stakes Wednesday are very strong. It's 5-1 bar. Chelsea Cloisters in that race. I think that'll be a difficult horse to beat. Ricky, who was your pick for this week?
Looking at Thursday's Gold Cup, a horse that was beat by Big Orange, I think, last year. Not got that horse to contend with this year. Order of St George, currently about 2-1 favourite. So Order of St George in the Gold Cup on Thursday. And
Phil, that leaves you with?
Cracksman. I can't even remember what race he's running in now, but Cracksman's just one of them horses that's an absolute beast. He's going to win. He's running, he's probably going to win the race.
Yeah, he's a Prince of Wales Stakes that for everyone listening in the on Wednesday. He's 8-13 at the minute, and the bookies really are fearing him. And we think that'll be nailed on. Aside from that, I know Ricky has a big interest in fashion, and just to let him know, the Queen is 2-1 to wear blue on the opening day. I knew you were asking about that before, Rick.
Yeah, thanks for that. I'll be piling on that shortly.
Cool. Well, that's great. Thanks for joining us for Royal Ascot. We'll be back next week or a few days' time to cover Wimbledon special. So until then, thanks for joining us.